Oh. Is this thing on?
A very, very old school start to the show today. Something offensive and then the titles. Well, back when we remember
now
when
we're going to
didn't
talk about fun and facts.
Remember when we didn't have titles? Remember?
We've always had titles. We just got rid of
remember
them.
when it was just screaming and talking to start with? It was good times.
Oh, we had those shows when it was just screaming and talking.
Yeah.
Definitely
back
did.
when I first started, we just...
Oh, stop bringing up the old producer
right.
and running him down. You're such a
I'm
bitch.
just saying.
We didn't bring up anybody. You brought him
We're
up.
not bringing... Yeah, you're the one that's passive-aggressive.
I didn't throw anything out there.
Welcome
You're
to
not being
UCR
rude.
Live. I'm being rude. I'm being rude, but it's UCR Live. My name's Steve, and we are here today. I think what can we call it? This is pretty like
Blue's Clues.
OG originals.
It's very old school.
The reboot originals, we'll call ourselves. Well, I'm not really original, but I'm grandfathered in at this point because I have to do all the clicking. So we're going to start with Luke. How are you this week, Lucas? Of the
Oh, look. Can I even joke about it? Yes, I will. My child has tonsillitis, so my whole week's been horrible. And we've been to the emergency department, and we've got to find out that she was on the wrong antibiotics. That's why she was still nearly going into convulsions. It's just been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Also, I repaired the trampoline that the dog had eaten a hole through, and he went and ate another hole through it. So I'm just living the dream.
Is that why you look like Anne
dream?
Heche?
I would rather be Anne Heche right now. Oh, maybe that's a bit dramatic, but at least
I've got my finger on the remove
dabble
button.
in Anne Heche's life just for a minute.
I've got my finger on the remove button, fella.
Oh, stop it. You're just upset that she traveled back in time.
What I say? What I say? What I say?
And what a brilliant time to throw to our one and only Vera. How are you, V?
I'm okay. It's a crazy week. Oh my god. My mother was a colossal bitch tonight.
Did you get a My Pillow?
She looked at me and she said, "Oh, don't you think you need to comb your hair?" And I said, "I just paid a lot of money to get my hair done." And she said, "You paid money for that?" I went, Jesus Christ, you're a bitch. I was like, I don't like it when you swear. And I'm like, I don't like it when you call me ugly.
It would have been better if you said, I don't like it when you breathe.
Ooh.
Where are you when I need you to come up with a pithy retort?
Call me anytime.
All right.
Jeffrey's full of pith. That's the problem.
He is full of pith. And
so is my
vinegar.
house.
Pith and vinegar.
Pith and vinegar.
Facts.
And vinegar and pop. Katie McCarthy.
Pop.
Yes.
How are you?
My house is full of piss too.
Because you have boys.
Wow.
Yep. That is one of our big problems here.
I used to call that the little boy mist.
I seem to be cleaning the rugs in my bathroom pretty often and getting kind of sick of it.
I've got a great product for you.
I just said to Kyle, because Kyle was on a night vacation, I said, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that your aim is better than our kids, but I'm getting real sick of cleaning up all of this. Get real tired of this. And the little one is kind of potty
That's
training.
disgusting, Katie. That's why you should only have girl babies.
Oh, whoops. Kind of. Shop's closed. So that, that's done. Sorry. Unless they tell me otherwise, they're boys for now.
You can always just go to China.
Oh, darn it.
You can
I'm
try.
scared where this is going to go.
That is true. No, that is true. They do not like their girl babies over there. So I could.
No.
I could. But no, I am literally in a house full of boys. Even my cats are boys. Like I just it really did occur to me that I am the only female in this house. It is
Everyone's spraying at Katie McCarthy.
everyone's spraying at Katie McCarthy. Yep.
You've always been kind of a territorial bitch.
I am a bit territorial.
Did I say that out loud?
Oh, you did. You did. And, you know,
I meant
the other thing is I'm just kind of counting down till I can throw the oldest back in school. And we are at, T-minus 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh, the countdown is on.
It's raging. My God, my coworker's out today.
She's a raging bitch too?
No, raging. I thought you said you 5 days for COVID. I thought that's what I heard.
No, countdown
to throw them back into school. Like
get COVID.
Countdown to the nugget couch. Here we come.
I'm married. We don't do that.
Oh, come on. You do it once every fortnight.
That's how you get divorced.
I mean, Vera, we probably will get COVID once we go back to school. It's inevitable, but
those kids wearing those masks, man, it's everywhere.
What are you gonna do?
It's raging.
See, whereas the COVID curve here is on the downslope right now, but I think the weather's warming up. So
are you getting
don't worry, you'll get it in a few weeks.
We've had RSV, influenza A. It's all been rampaging through the whole community.
If I get COVID again, I'm going to be so unimpressed.
You're probably going to get it when you come over here. Let's be honest.
On the plane. Oh, Steve, did you see that masks aren't mandated for domestic flights anymore? So I imagine by the time we fly, probably international, they'll be fine as well.
Hello. 1 month and 7 days.
Woo!
I know.
And Vera, to answer your question, yes, I plan to get boosted as soon as I can boost up. Level up.
Me too.
Boom!
Hey, Katie, you're pretty high risk for monkeypox on that nugget couch. Have you gotten the monkeypox vaccine?
I am not able to get the monkeypox vaccine.
She's not a gay whore.
I'm not a gay man. That is.
But she does weird stuff like nugget couch. They should give her one.
I'm not the guidelines here are real strange still. I am not a gay man that has a sex partner.
But wait, Katie, do you think that Anne Heche had the monkeypox vaccine?
Whoop.
No.
The minute Luke steps foot in New York, he will qualify for the monkeypox vaccine.
He will. He qualifies.
We'd be able to get it. We'd be able to get it over there.
State.
Are you going to get a monkeypox vaccine, Steve, with me? We can do a little update on the page.
If I could, I would, but you can't get it in Australia. It's like fucking.
No, in the States, we can get a jab over there.
Trying to find Desiree to
get a jab for a jab.
But didn't I see something that said like that was on the downswing?
Yes.
Whatever. I'm down for not getting any communicable diseases if I can get it.
Well, then maybe you should stop being a slut.
Staying away from the communicable diseases.
Speaking of communicable diseases, hi Jeffrey Emmett. How are you?
Yes.
A little
Beautiful.
concerned because before Monday's show it was a race to get home in a monsoon because the kids and we went to Chuck E. Cheese. And here's
okay,
Gabe.
Buffy wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Is there one in New York?
Yes.
He got his little picture with the rat. And then the dude came out it's not like it was in the 80s, right? Where there was a stage and they all came out and whatever. It's lame as shit. The dude came out in the costume and he ran away from the kids. Like not even long enough to take a picture. It was terrible. So whatever. But the kids had a blast. Gabe said it was the best day ever. And we drove home in a monsoon. Yeah. So there's a picture with Tyler and I and Aiden. I don't know where those are. That one was just right in front of me. So it's like, oh, I'll share that. So yeah, that was it. And then other things that I can't talk about yet. So sorry.
Oh.
Why?
Why can't you talk?
You can't talk about it.
Who's hurting you?
Oh, I can talk about that. We taped a guilty pleasure with T. Chantel, and it was absolutely insane. So if you're not following T. Chantel for you on TikTok, go follow her. It was the most wildest and filthiest guilty pleasures yet. I didn't think that was.
I didn't think that could get any more
Madison.
communicable disease riddled.
Did Jeff
I didn't
just have
either,
a stroke,
but-
or is that my computer?
No, it was
No,
his
it's the
net.
internet
And
connection.
so I tried to talk him through it, and it didn't work.
Oh, okay. Just making
But
sure.
it's all right because if we're talking about things that we did that are lovely this week I got to talk to Theo Tams, former winner
gay.
of Canadian Idol.
I
Very
know.
gay, but damn.
Steve and I have already
Great
discussed
chat.
that I'm going to be the flower girl in that wedding.
No, he was
I'll
lovely. He was a
officiate.
lovely man. He was a lovely
I
man.
will
Go watch that
officiate.
interview. It's a really good interview about music and being an artist in this modern world. But while we are ready, we are assembled, we are partially vaccinated, we should probably jump into
Fully vaccinated.
Fully
Yes, yeah,
vaccinated.
I'm
About to be
over
Not for
vaccinated.
monkeypox.
boom.
No,
Vera,
not
I'm
for the
worried about
pop.
you too.
I'm not getting monkeypox.
I
She's-
reckon
She's
that
got that
you
extra
are a
boost right now
high-risk
'cause
kind
she
of
just had,
gal.
the vid.
All right, high risk behavior on this week's.
Hot
Hot
just-
load of hot topics.
What a miss.
Okay.
Something about
Okay.
NH being high risk.
There we go. All right. Anyways,
Okay.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Where should we begin? Should we start serious, or should we get serious, or should we? What should we talk about?
Wherever
I
you
know.
want.
Well, I think we should start
We're
serious
gonna start-
because Katie keeps
I'm
making
gonna
light of
start-
what
alright.
happened to NH.
anyways.
We are gonna start seriously, and this one could be a little bit upsetting / triggering for some people.
Oh.
But Vanessa Bryant has had a big win in court over the last week over the photos that were leaked of her husband and daughter at the crash site, and were shared around by
Yes, it
approximately
was.
11 to 12 first responders, simply for the fact that her husband was a celebrity. I don't know how much you guys know about it, but Kobe and his daughter died in a helicopter crash. The description of the photos is absolutely horrific.
Yes.
I
What is wrong with
unfortunately,
people, honestly?
stumbled upon the, I don't know what you call them. It's not like I didn't stumble upon the photos, but it's like a
description, like an affidavit of what they
it was.
like.
I guess it's like what the coroner fills out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was graphic.
Protected health information.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was not trying to stumble upon it. I was TikToking.
Yeah, and it just popped up. That's
Yep.
because people feel like they're entitled to this information. So, yeah, she won $16 million.
She
that
deserved every
that
bit of it.
$16 million will be going to Mamba Sports Foundation in Kobe's name.
Oh, she's
obviously.
not keeping it.
No.
She doesn't
It was
need
never about the money.
She doesn't
It's
need it.
about it's about for her.
It's about
the
holding them
victims of that
responsible
crash
for-
and holding the
Yeah.
people, the first responders responsible.
Isn't it
that
sad
took
that
these
we live in a
photos
day and
and
age
shared
where
them.
you got to like litigate people to make them have morals? Like,
Right.
Like, I can't imagine why anyone, regardless of if they are famous or not, especially something that is that graphic and that horrendous. Like, these weren't even, without sounding too full on, these weren't even whole people. They were
dismembered bodies.
These were parts of people, parts of a 14-year-old children. And why would you want that? Like, I
Yeah.
don't
Well,
get that.
agree.
At a crime scene, usually they do take photos,
They do.
But
you don't
but-
pose
but
with
you
them.
don't share them with Joe Smo at a bar or random people. They're for an investigation. They're evidence. It's not just for randos, and that was
Yeah.
really the biggest problem here, right? And
Right,
that's
well,
the horrific part of this. It's
Yeah.
not meant to be seen by the public. You know that she doesn't want her other children one day to go online and see the dismembered body of their father or their sibling. That's horrific. It
I mean,
shouldn't ever happen to
yeah.
anybody.
She's gone
Nobody
through that
should-
again. Do you know what I mean? She knew all this to start with, but now she's put herself through it again.
But
to make sure that this
I
doesn't
think
happen
Money
to
should
someone
not
else.
even be any part of this equation.
No.
No first responder should share any picture of any victim ever.
Oh God,
Not
it's
supposed to.
unethical.
Ever.
Period.
Well, it goes back to Princess Diana, right?
Right?
They were taking
Instant
photos
job
of her.
loss.
They were taking photos of her still alive in the back of the car.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, some of those have made it online.
That's disgusting.
Still alive, asking for help in the back of the car, and instead of helping her,
And
we were taking photos.
the sad thing is, why is there such a market for like gore porn that people want to see that kind of thing? Like,
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
People are sick. I mean, Brooke just like Brooke said, people are shit.
Yeah.
They're disgusting.
They're very much shit. They are very much shit. On the
Awful.
people are shit train, there has been a big week of news dropped by the one and only
Brit.
Miss Britney Spears. Now, if you did not listen
Give me-
to the
give me.
22
I don't like it. Don't
If you
like
didn't
it.
listen to the
No one
22-minute
asked you.
voice tape that she leaked and then
Oh no, not that.
quickly
I
removed.
thought you were going to talk about Tiny Dancer as well. I don't
I
like
like
Tiny
it.
we
Dancer.
talked about that last week.
Oh.
I'm talking. This is this is a voice clip that was they used as part of the evidence for the documentary that came out, the Free Britney documentary, and it really gets in there about the conservatorship and exactly what was going on behind closed doors, and it is shocking to say the least. But with this comes the flooding of people breaking NDAs to talk about it as well. There's a worker from the Vegas show that fully corroborates everything that Britney says. Like, there's so much still going on that it is.
I was about to say, I just saw a TikTok about that.
Yeah, I sent it to, I think, Steve. I don't know if I sent it to the Worm. The
You might
thing
have.
that really fries my ass about all this is, so on TikTok, right, there's this one chick, I think she's the one that I sent the video of she's talking about the employee. These people are claiming to be big fans of Britney, right? And they're also the same people that are out for blood against Perez Hilton for the things he did to her back then, and all these other people that did the interviews with her 10, 15 years ago. Meanwhile, they're all spouting all these conspiracies about her husband, that she's not free. And I'm like, you people are doing exactly what everybody has done to this girl her entire life, and you're claiming to be her fans. You are dissecting every single word, post, and thing she says, and then you're going and you're examining everything that every ex-employee says and things that they like on Facebook or Twitter or wherever. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It makes me sick to my stomach. Like, I'm reading the thread of comments on this post, and I'm like, if this chick gets online and she's reading this, how could you ever want to go out and do music or ever go in public again when you these are the fans that wanted to free you, and this is what they're saying about your life now? They're still not happy. They're still saying, I mean, it's insanity to me. Leave the woman alone. It's
disgusting. Everybody wants a piece of her. That's been the problem the whole
God.
time. Everybody
It's
wants
horrific.
a piece of her.
That's what she said recently. She said this week that she acknowledges that she is not fixable. She said, what has happened to me in my past will never be fixed. I have to learn to live with it, and I have to try and move on, and that's what I'm trying to do now. But the biggest problem is that there's still people from that conservatorship that are still trying to get their fucking 2 cents in. The 60 Minutes interview with Kevin Federline is airing. But
in Australia, I can't believe they paid that pig.
But did you know?
Again, he must have a deal with that channel because he did a reality show here too.
It gets worse. It gets worse. They've interviewed the kids.
Oh, did you read did I send it to you? I just read it before we went.
I read it before.
The whole kid
They've interviewed the 15 and 16-year-old children to talk out against their mother. Now,
the sad thing is that Britney is worth so much money that everyone's got a stake in Britney, and she's become this thing that everyone lays the boot into because, it's making them money. Look at Kevin Federline's getting paid big money by 60 Minutes.
And
he wouldn't have done it for a quarter.
Britney makes.
Well, and now the new rumor coming out was that Jason Tarwick, is that how you pronounce his name?
Treywick, yeah.
Treywick?
The ex-fiance is gay, but apparently it was a joke. I chased that up before we got on air.
Oh God, I thought that was funny, and I was wondering.
That was one of the rumors that fan chick or whatever that guy, he really cares about her and he's really trying to save her. That's one of the theories that they were trying to float around.
Right,
I'm like,
that he was gay and he was trying
nuts?
to get her out of it. Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, you people are part of the problem. Leave her alone. Let the girl live her life.
Can you do it for us, Jeff? Can you do Leave Britney Alone?
Leave Britney alone! Fuck!
Just let her do what she wants. Let her spin in circles on a Hawaiian island and be happy for the rest of her life.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not going to happen though, because people need to make money off her no matter what. But you better be ready, because all of this silence behind the scenes, I have on very good authorities for a reason.
Well, she's got a book coming out.
A big multi-million-dollar reason that book is coming, and they are dotting their I's, crossing their T's with all the legal stuff. So when she spills it, it is going to be toxic. Yeah. Literally, I would be running for the hills if I was certain people.
Oh, you
Justin Timberlake. They.
Oh,
the whole Spears family, I think, should be ready to run. But yeah, I don't think she'll let Justin get away with it either. I think she will just have a go at everyone that's had a go at her, which,
And she should.
Revenge is delicious. Revenge is delicious.
She was an easy target when she was under conservatorship, because what could she do?
Right.
Literally nothing.
I really hope she has
She has been exploited since she was a teen.
I hope she has a stab at everyone. I hope she goes for everyone.
Yes.
Let's move from one easy target to another, but this target refuses to go down.
Why do you keep bringing up the old producer?
One Miss Erica Jane has had a victory in the courts. They have decided that she had no knowledge of her husband's insider trading / embezzlement at his law firm, but that does not excuse the hiding she's copying on social media. People love to hate this woman, don't they?
How many fucks does she give, Steve?
0. Done. So Erica, if you don't know, is a cast member of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she was in big legal trouble after her newly demented husband has now been accused of embezzlement and on a massive scale. But the story has unfolded that all this money that they thought was going through Erica's company was actually being paid to a mistress. To buy plastic surgery and real estate and lingerie. Beach condo.
Wouldn't you like to have
more like Erica?
Oh, possibly. She was a judge.
Rich people problems.
A fucking judge.
So, yeah, I think that a few of the cast members on Beverly Hills might need to redirect their anger, but the public are baying for blood for Erica Jane for a rather innocent incident that happened a couple of weeks ago on the show where Erica had a small joking run-in with Gus Elbaveas's 14-year-old son, where he was at an adult party and he came back in to retrieve flowers, and she goes, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I'm getting flowers." She goes, "Well, fuck off." And apparently that's child abuse.
And she still don't give a fuck.
Well, she offered to apologize, but then apparently online there's been the accusation that Erica paid to have Russian bots spam this 14-year-old's social media account.
Okay. She's not that... She doesn't...
I don't think she would care that much, right?
No, I don't think she has that much time.
Who would give a fuck about a 14-year-old? And then there's been a whole, they made the whole cast.
Of a
It's pretty easy to get a hold of bots, but it's just.
Well, I mean,
but
I've had them show up on my feed, but I wouldn't know how to contact.
Maybe
them.
Uncensored Radio needs some bots.
We've got plenty of
Maybe.
bots on our page. Don't worry.
They made the whole cast post a generic "We will not stand for bullying" blah 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 posts on all of their social medias.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, oh, gosh, people love to virtue signal. I just see it too much now, and I'm just like, even if I believe in your cause, I just think you're.
I just don't know if this is all like promo for the show in some sick way, like because they're trying to do this. They're trying to do this thing where they're turning like the new cast against the old cast, and then everyone wants Lisa Rinna's head now, and she's deleted Real Housewives.
How is Lisa? How's she been?
You would think that Rinna's lost pretty easy to give.
Rinna's lost the plot, and she's deleted Beverly Hills off all of her social medias now. So
has she been blowing her nose a lot?
No, she doesn't.
Her head is too big for her body. You think it would
That's a Kim Richards. That's a Kim Richards issue. That's not a Lisa Rinna issue.
All right. Sounds intriguing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right, Brandy? Right, Brandy? Where's Brandy Glanville when I need her?
I've killed Jeffrey, or someone has.
No, I've killed Jeffrey because I made Jeffrey. I've made Jeffrey.
Don't talk about things you don't want out, Steve.
Jeffrey, why don't you have a bit of bread and calm down?
Don't you
ever go near my husband. Oh, she came with him for the claw. All right, we've got to go from husbands to wives, and some people are just fucking stupid bitches, man. Jason Aldean's wife.
Jesus fucking
Christ. Olsen twins.
Who is now known as Insurrection Barbie, has decided to release a Barbie-themed apparel wear collection to save us all from the evil trans community that are coming to, I don't know, give your kids style.
God, I hope
don't tread on our kids.
I hope they'll Suze her out the fucking water. I really hope so.
I want to know which one of them does anal.
Probably both of them.
They both do.
Are they both his wives?
One of them's the sister-in-law, I think.
Someone else. Irrelevant blonde woman, number 5.
The other one is the sister-in-law.
With L'Oreal, you too can have this color.
Well, that's the problem. They all look the same, so they've got to be outraged about something different.
So why is there like Barbie Karens now? Like, what's happening?
So Britney Aldean made a really insensitive comment, like, I'm glad my parents didn't decide to change my gender when I was going through a tomboy phase. I love this girly life. So Maren Morris and Cassidy Pope, who are both country singers, said, imagine being that fucking transphobic when you have like such an audience. And
imagine lacking that much empathy to go, hey, my life experience is probably really different to the person next to me, so I don't need to shit on them.
Right. And that's basically what they said. Like, basically, like, imagine being that tone deaf.
Wasn't she under investigation for participation in January 6th?
Anal.
Well, her and Jason Aldean have a lot of right-wing views. They've put their kids in a lot of really stupid...
They're very My America, My Truck, My Gun, My Flag.
Yeah, they put their kids in a lot of propaganda shirts like that.
They're those.
Pretty stupid.
Can I get one of those shirts over there?
You sure can.
So
you sure can.
Upset that I actually saw him in concert.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Well, so Maren Morris started calling her Insurrection Barbie. So
and you've got to really be careful with those country music guys, especially if Nashville, the TV show, is anything to go by. Because they're all straight as an arrow.
Oh yeah, totally.
If you saw my recent TikTok that's currently going viral with the preacher.
Yes.
He says, women need to get in the kitchen and make a sandwich. I'm like, that's because your boyfriend's hiding under the table.
And where can we find our TikTok, Steve? Can we flash that up?
I don't have it there. It's not there.
It's at my Uncensored Radio on TikTok. And then you can see my other latest TikTok that's pinned. with Marjorie Taylor Greene that's now at like 50,000 views. So just go check it out because I talk a lot of shit about MTG.
Well, since we
Marjorie's
talked
done a lot
about your
for you.
girl, since we talked about your
She's a
girl,
gift
let's
that
talk
keeps
about
giving.
let's talk about your boy, and he is not happy.
Oh
Jan.
man.
He is not happy, Jan.
Did you see that asshole put out a thing on his fucking broke social media site that said, "Why are people so mean?"
Yeah. A 60 post rant was posted this week on the epically award-winning and profitable Truth Social. We'll talk more about that later. About it went into QAnon. He had a meltdown. It's like 60 posts long about QAnon and da 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 da. But the main problem is that he is now
Has he been
suing
blowing
the
his
Department.
nose?
He's suing. He'd be thinner. He'd be suing the Department of Justice because they have like messed with his shit and like made it look like there were more files than whatever. Meanwhile, it also came out that he took these files on a little overseas holiday as well.
You don't say.
My word. I wonder who they needed to visit.
I don't know. I wonder if they've got a
Were
Russian
they visiting
accent. When
Russia, or were they visiting the Saudi Arabians?
All right, V, come on. I know you've got feelings. Tell us. Go.
I've been saying this for 4 fucking years. I don't know why people are calling it news. To me, this has been the truth. We've known for quite some time that the man was taking and giving information to the Russians and the Saudis. We know that he's made all sorts of backdoor deals. I mean, yes, the DOJ is taking their time to prove it all, but there's still hundreds of thousands of people who believe this shit stain. I don't know what to say about him anymore. What more can you say? This is who he has always fucking been. This is what we thought was going on all along. And now, suddenly there's proof. And it's all made up. Poor person.
But do you think the DOJ are taking their time because of the amount of actual really important stuff that he has taken? Like,
oh, absolutely.
There's a reason that they're taking their time.
Yes, absolutely. And this is how you convict mob bosses. This has been, many other smarter people than me have talked about the process that they're using at the DOJ to nail down each fact.
It's going to be delicious.
All of this shit in broad daylight. He wasn't trying to hide his crimes ever.
No.
This is not new news. I can't even get worked up about it. I mean,
can you get the new news that because Sarah Palin lost her seat, lost the election, that it's automatically voter fraud? Wait,
did you guys see the
do
video?
they not know? Can I ask? Do they not know how voting works?
Yes, they know how voting works, but they only want to count the votes that they win.
Right.
The clip I sent you of her, she goes, do they not, are we going to count by the second or third place vote? Alaskans apparently want Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi. It's like, yeah, apparently they do, dumbass.
But
that's
Katie,
how voting works.
Does Sarah Palin do anal?
Probably.
She looks like Cruella de
I'm
Vil.
not a slut shamer for doing anal, though.
She does.
Hey,
I don't know what she did to her face.
You get it,
but she
girl.
looks
You
terrible.
get it.
But talk about voter fraud. Did you guys see the crazy bitch in Florida she's crying about voter fraud and she was in a Republican primary? Mm-hmm. So she's saying it was voter fraud because she lost, but it was the Republican Party.
How many of these fucking Republican senators and congressmen are trying to overturn the vote because Donald Trump didn't win? But they won those elections. Do you realize that you won? If you negate these votes, you're going to negate your own election? What is wrong with people?
Right, but this bitch is saying that there was voter fraud in the Republican primary. So you're saying your party's
So, Jeff,
cheating?
here's the thing. So Ron DeSantis put something through that made voter fraud. Like, what exactly? like it just like it made it so it was investigated quicker, right? So now it's going through all these voter registrations of like felons and
Right.
and like they're going through all these non-violent criminals, right? And these are people who have been out of prison for a long time. And in Florida, it's legal for people like that to vote, as long as it wasn't murder. Like as long as it was as long as it was a non-violent offense, these people can vote in Florida. And these people are being pulled out of their house early morning, like in their underwear, like helicopters over their house, like in the most extreme, like cops on TV kind of way.
For what?
For like
because they're being
registered legally registered to vote.
Yes.
Because they were sent voter registration, they filled it out. Right?
I think your country. Excuse me.
Hold on, Steve. They filled out the registration. They submitted it. They were approved by the election board to vote. They were issued their card and they voted. But they should not apparently have been issued these cards, apparently.
Why is it not a story on the page?
It's not true, though. Florida has had voter registration for ex-prisoners for ages. They were one of the first states in the entire union to grant voter rights to prisoners or for reformed prisoners. Their argument was they paid their dues, they can become a functional member of society. And now that they find that these ex-cons are trending liberal, they want to take away all their votes.
And that's what I'm saying. And now they're trying to say like they shouldn't be voting, and they're like trying to strip them of of their voting rights, but you know, they're being found that they're okay to do it, but it's ridiculous.
You'd think Nancy would jump on that bandwagon real quick.
But the funny thing is,
you guys would be in a very different position if you were like Australia and you had to vote. Otherwise, you get fined.
Well, the funny thing is, in the election for Donald Trump, voters were going out and voting for him twice.
Yeah.
But they also want to try. And there a big move? I'm sorry, there's a big movement this week to get rid of Joe as well.
Like that.
We're trying to impeach Grandpa Joe now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
Did anybody catch any of President Biden's speech tonight?
I did not.
I did.
No, I thought it was done. But wait, so they want to impeach Biden so we can have our first female black president?
Right.
I'm all for it. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. Just because he gets impeached doesn't mean he's removed from office. Remember, Trump was impeached twice, and he still served.
Right, but go ahead and remove him. Go ahead. You want to have a female president who just so happens to not be white?
Here's why they're Jeffrey. Here's why they're not.
I know, but I'm just saying, knock yourself out, kids. You go on. Yeah. Go ahead.
Here's why they're not going to do it. They're not going to bring it up much more than just like little kind of like whispers until after midterms, because they don't want to rile up the moderates, because it's real.
I think that the party though has that kind of malice where they have someone who they've chosen as their leader, and then they try and turn them out. It happened here in Australian politics so many times. We were changing prime ministers.
We can't talk. We've changed prime ministers like we changed our
faster than our knickers.
So. Yeah,
it's a real kind of fine line to walk right now.
But did it make you lose faith in if that's what the party's doing to themselves, then what are they doing for the country?
I think they're trying anything that they're throwing any piece of poo at the wall they can, because they're the dog that caught the car. They overturned Roe v. Wade and people are pissed.
Right, but it's a real fine line to walk right now, because they're pissed about Roe v. Wade. The blue wave kind of getting stronger right now because of the student loans. People are real excited about that right now. But if you talk about
Jeff just made a face.
No, I am. I think it's dumb to me that anybody would be upset about it. But I think
they're doing the same here in Australia now. They're going to let nurses train, I think, without having to pay HECS, which is your higher education. fees.
But
And look, I just finished paying mine out, and I had a lot of student fees because I, dabbled in different degrees before I did nursing because I was an idiot. But I don't have any ill will towards people that don't have to go through the stress I had. Like, hey, if it's going to bring more people to a profession that needs more people. Oh my God,
please pay my hex set. I would love that.
It's like saying, oh, well, my dad already died of cancer, so don't bother spending any money on cancer research.
Right.
Yeah, Olivia's gone. Stop everything.
So it's like...
It's like, who's Olivia?
Done yet?
She's the one that we want, okay?
Hopelessly devoted.
She was hopelessly devoted to cancer research.
You can go back and watch our Grease review on Jeff and I went down the rabbit hole of Grease, but I'm gonna quickly go down another a very strange rabbit hole because the MTV...
Is it Anne Heche's rabbit hole?
No, the MTV VMAs are back again, and these award shows get stranger and stranger as the relevancy of them.
Oh, I guess I'm just not going to finish my thought. That's fine. It's fine.
That's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Let's talk about Johnny Depp.
Tension.
Johnny Depp's face being superimposed on the MTV Moon Man.
It's fine.
And then complaining about how this is the job he needs any work he can get.
Didn't he have someone shit in his bed?
Despite just winning how much money from his ex-wife?
She doesn't have the money to pay him.
Right. She don't have that money. She ain't got that money. She ain't got that money.
She got cut out of Aquaman.
The Johnny Depp comeback train is beginning in a very, very strange way. I looked at them and went, that's weird. That's a weird piece because he's still
pretty gross.
He may not be a spousal abuser, but he is still
he's still an abuser.
He's a dirtbag.
He's still questionable.
He's still he may be an abuse victim himself, but he is still an abuser too. You can be both.
That'd be like being like, I want to go on a date with Shia LaBeouf. Like,
Shia. I don't know what.
It's a bad fucking day when he's the one telling the truth.
Yeah, Shia
he's having a redemptive arc.
Like, bitch, what kind of problems do you got?
Like the third time.
He's like clean and sober now, though, didn't he?
Your ex is serving you papers while you're promoting your movie. The star won't talk to you, and Shia LaBeouf called you out and caught you in a fucking lie, bitch. You got
this is a weird universe we're in right now.
But I don't like. These are the new.
It's all because of Vane.
These are the new celebrities.
All right, I'll let it go.
And Harry Styles is involved. I'm very confused about the world.
Well, that one wasn't so bad.
I'm sorry, I don't watch Euphoria. Who is Sydney Sweeney, and why should I care about her?
I don't know, but I just saw it trending.
I would love to explain a full thought if you'd let me.
I don't know, but all I can see is cleavage.
If you could do it succinctly, that'd be lovely. Go.
You know what I gotta say about this woman? I've said this a million times about a million other people. I will say it about her too. Yes, she has all the right.
A nice rack? Yeah, she really does.
She can say whatever she wants. She can wear whatever fucking hat she wants. She can vote for anybody she wants. But just because you have free speech does not mean you have consequence-free speech. And
here's the thing, Vera. She didn't say anything.
No.
She didn't say anything
the fact
technically.
that she was wearing the hat. They don't like
she wasn't wearing the hat.
She wasn't
wearing it.
They weren't wearing the hat either.
She wasn't wearing
it. This is also the girl
Nobody
that, correct me
was.
if I'm wrong. It's a bad look. It's a bad look for someone in the social eye to post that and be that colorblind about what's going on. But she's also the chickie that 2 weeks ago was complaining that her Hollywood career doesn't pay her rent.
Here's the thing about Sydney Sweeney.
I'm a popular actress and I'm on a hot TV show, but I can't afford my rent. Maybe don't live outside your means then. Get a 1-bedroom apartment. Be like every other fuck in the world who would love to have your exposure, your money, your career, your potential earnings, and shut the fuck up, you entitled little white
Learn how
cunt.
to capitalize on your popularity. But the thing was, the hat said make 60 great again.
Okay.
Not great.
It's not
I
great.
didn't see, you know.
But how many people have
great.
spoofed that hat? How many people have spoofed that hat to make fun of that whole situation, and nobody got mad?
It's her right.
No,
It
it's
wasn't
not
even
great.
on her head.
Well, here's the thing. It's not great. It's not a great look. She's never explicitly said her politics. It's not a great look that Tommy Lauren came to her defense. That's definitely not a good look for her. That's really not a good look.
That's not a good look for anybody.
It's not a real good look at all.
Who's
but
that?
It's especially not a good look that she got so defensive about it. Like, oh, come on, guys. Don't make it more than it already is. Just say, like, all right, maybe this wasn't in the best, like, this maybe wasn't in the best taste. Like, just like own it. Like, whoops, I fucked up.
Sorry, Rina.
Just like Anne did when she owned that house.
Own it.
Just like seriously say like it was
Luke.
Just say like this was like supposed to be a private joke. It was in poor taste. I fucked up.
Katie's so serious right now. She didn't even catch that one.
Here's the thing. How did?
There you go, Luke.
She didn't even post this stuff. Her brother posted the pictures. She didn't post any of it. Her brother posted pictures with it. She didn't wear any of this stuff.
No,
it was other people at this birthday party were wearing the hats. So it wasn't her. She didn't post any of this stuff, and a lynch mob went after her.
She posted pictures, tagged her brother. People followed the tag and found the MAGA.
But isn't this the day and age that we're in now, that everyone will come for everyone with pitchforks? This is like, it's just human nature. It's happened since the dawn of time, right? Now we just see it a lot more because we've got so much.
So now what we're saying is though, but that essentially though, we're saying that if you have family that are Republicans and that wear a MAGA hat, you have to disown them and you can't be seen in photographs with them. Otherwise,
I don't think
your
that's
job's
what we're
in
saying.
danger.
I don't think
But that's exactly what the internet said. That's what was happening on Twitter, and that's what people were calling.
The biggest issue is that she's not being drawn. She's not being transparent on what her beliefs are. So if she's
it's nobody's business.
Because
why does everyone have to discuss their political leanings?
They don't have to. But
and why does it have to mar them as whatever she is?
Just own your shit. Just like, this is my family.
She was
post photos of it.
Yeah. She played
dumb. That's the problem.
I'm sorry. If you're in the public eye, you should ask your family to not post inflammatory pictures. Does they not know that it's inflammatory? I wouldn't ask my sister to wear a T-shirt that said "I'm with Hillary."
How is a mock photo? It's a spoof hat inflammatory.
I'm getting an "I'm with Hillary" shirt when I'm in America.
It's not like it said "Make America Great Again." It said "Make 60 Great Again."
The thing is, Jeff, she just had to own it. All she had to say was, maybe this was important.
Own it, Rina.
Well, she just said, don't blow it up into something it's not, which is true. I think the bigger issue was somebody wearing the Blue Lives Matter T-shirt. That was more the bigger issue.
That was a big issue.
Now, if somebody wanted to go after something, go after that, because
she probably wouldn't have addressed.
She
probably wouldn't have addressed that either, though.
But then again, how is it? That's not her responsibility. I can't control what anybody wears at a public event. Or, you know what I mean?
Good.
Not my event.
Segue. Good segue.
Good point.
You can't control what people. You can't control what people do, unless they sign an NDA. Right?
You can't even.
Katrina signed lots of them. Our kitty.
You can't even.
So I don't know if anyone actually saw the footage, but someone has leaked video of Jennifer Lopez's American wedding celebration to Ben Affleck. Girl is not happy.
I didn't, and you didn't send me a video. I'm very upset with you.
It's gone.
I mean, I wouldn't have been happy either.
Oh, they've nuked it from the net.
Yeah,
I don't understand why she had to have 3 fucking dresses.
Because she's J-Lo.
Because she's Jennifer Lopez.
If I had that kind of money, I'd be blowing it up too.
Yeah.
I would have had 4.
Yeah. I would have had a terror ray reveal. I'd be like, whoosh.
Vera,
don't
if
know.
I had the stupid amount
Would
of
she have a
money
wig
to just
reveal
throw
too?
away, I would do it too.
I
If
gotta
I didn't
say
have to
though,
worry
If
about
I
it, I
had
would too.
stupid amounts of money, I would
this
not do it. I
is
would
a
not do it.
I wouldn't either, Viz. I'm
great
with you.
distraction.
Shut up, Luke. You'd waste it all on your
Guys,
fucking
Great
Jeffrey's
face.
trying to-
distraction from the fact that
Don't hate me because
a
I'm beautiful.
non-white chick, Latina woman, got married at a fucking plantation.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, I missed that one.
They got married on a plantation.
Oh,
jeez.
J-Lo.
Right. So what a
Oh,
great
geez.
distraction, right? Just
Well,
saying.
hey, same on her as on the Sweeney. You're welcome to do
And-
what you want, but if it gets out, people are going to.
Oh no,
You
it
like-
was out. They're like the beautiful plantation. There's nothing beautiful about a plantation.
No, baby. No, baby. What are you doing?
I
No.
know.
Fuck.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Same with
no.
Same with Roe vs. Wade. Like, yeah, let's ignore the fact that we're trying to charge your former president as a treasonous traitor to your nation. What a smoke screen. Smoke screen, smoke screen, smoke screen, smoke screen. It's like old Batman up in here.
That's the Republican.
It was like all the smoke coming out of that house when Anne Heche.
And then did you guys see that thing? There was an interview with Heather Morris, the chick from Glee.
Yes,
I don't know
live.
what podcast. I loved it. I'm obsessed. I ended up
I
listening to a
live.
bunch
It
of
was great.
his podcast. I can't.
Wait, did you hear
I
Leah
love-
Michelle can't read?
It's not true.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's
she took over
old.
Beanie
But
Feldstein.
she said that
I heard she could read bitch as
all
well.
these people went to a J-Lo, for one of her tours.
JLo
whatever it
dancer
was.
audition, and
She was like, "Who's a Virgo here?" And all these people after all day long doing all these dance things, and they all raised their hand, and she's like, "Okay, you can go." She
Must
made all
not
the
be
Virgos.
compatible.
because her ex-husband Mark
Anthony.
Anthony is a
Yeah.
Virgo. But you know what? I've
I don't
heard
blame
of
her.
I've heard of stupider reasons to be dismissed from a dance call.
Wow.
So it
Oh
wouldn't be the
man,
first time.
that's petty.
And mate, if you watch that halftime documentary,
Yeah,
Flashdance.
Shakira.
man, she is. I have mad respect for JLo. She knows
Yeah.
what she wants. She gets it done.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she's a hard worker.
she's old. She's an old school movie star that can do
Yeah.
like I dance, I sing, I act, I direct, I do all this shit. I don't just
Yeah.
stand there and cry. Like the woman doesn't eat sugar. She doesn't drink. She doesn't do any of it. Like
Yeah, she's not happy. I get it.
she's like,
I get it. She's not happy. We understand what
All
you
right.
just said.
When she
No,
started
but
out
she's
her
committed-
career, she was
she's
the
committed
exact
to her
same
career.
age as
Yeah,
my
she's
sister
unhappy. I
Dia.
get it.
When she was on the
Fly
show
Girl?
with yes, when she was
In
the
Living
Fly Girl,
Color.
she was the same age as my sister. Now she's
Yeah.
7 years younger.
wow, that's how good. That's how good.
Wait, which sister are
Hollywood
you
is.
insulting?
I'm not insulting my sister. I'm just saying what happened to what calendar is J-Lo using?
Math works different when you're
How did
rich.
she erase the fact that she was at one point, the same age as Dia?
Okay,
and
she's
it
got
doesn't-
too many numbers in her
Math
bank account to
works
pay attention to
different when
calendars.
You're rich. Okay, very
It's
quickly, we're
all
going to have
plastic
a
surgery.
quick conversation that we had a little bit of a talk about in the group chat. We're going to talk about it on this week's View from Here.
Luke's
Oh, those
Anal
titles are
awards?
cute, Steve.
Now, we had a little bit of a discussion
Be
about
quiet,
it
monkey
in
pops,
our group
Jeffrey.
chat
It's not as bad as what he said.
about
I know. I can't go there.
standing for the national anthem and or Pledge of Allegiance, and whether that is still a relevant thing in this modern day and age, etc., etc.
I wish Christina was
Well-
here for this.
Christina,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought Christina was going to be here, but Vera's going to go first.
I got some real strong feelings about this.
I knew you would.
This is a bullshit talking point that has been going around right-wing media. Children, grade school children, continue to stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance every single fucking day in every public school classroom in this entire country. It's bullshit to pretend that they don't. Okay? Second, what I'm going to say is the symbol for the freedom can never be more important than the freedom. if we are the land of the free, then we have to be free to say what we want, to stand, to sit. You know, if Trump proved nothing to us, he proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that all these things that we thought were rules were just suggestions that everybody went along with all along. Like not trying to make money off the presidency. That's not a rule. Trump just proved it, you know? So if people don't want to stand during the national anthem, you cannot compel them to. Period.
True. Luke, so from our side of the pond, there's been a lot of conversation regarding us becoming a republic and what am I trying to say?
I don't know, but I'm trying to follow.
Seceding from the Queen's rule. Anyway, and then and also the fact that our national anthem can be construed as offensive to our native peoples.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is all true.
This is all true. Where do you stand on that conversation?
Look, I probably am a little bit oblivious to it, if I'm honest. Like, I don't have strong feelings about it because I guess it doesn't. Yeah, that's probably why. Like, it doesn't impact me that much. So I understand why other people have strong feelings about it, and I think if there's passion there, then do what you got to do. Like, honestly, I don't have strong feelings even about us becoming a republic or not. I like the fact that we are linked to the Queen. I just think it's cute. But you know what? Other people probably don't.
You know,
and I like her outfit.
You're allowed to have differing opinions.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
also
That's
allowed
the
to
point.
be apathetic. But what it comes down to is the majority, half plus one, will determine the outcome of any issue.
The thing that in that video, the teacher really didn't have an argument at all. She just basically threatened to call the kids' parents. And the kids were like, well, why? And she's like, well, And then the thing that always kind of tweaks me out about it is the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, it is kind of, when you think about it, there's something very freaky about I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Well, what am I?
Talk about indoctrinating our children. Talk about grooming.
Wait, you mean so I'm supposed to all those Republican people that are representing us in all the red states that all want me dead and that want to take my children away? I'm supposed to pledge allegiance to the flag for them who are leading half of the country?
Well,
fuck you.
Again, talk about grooming.
Fuck off.
You know?
And then, like Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about, I believe in science and God created man. What, bitch? On what fucking planet are you even on that you mentioned science and God in the same sentence? Go fuck off.
Marjorie doesn't spell science.
You ugly ass potato.
Although Marjorie didn't believe in science when it came to COVID, right?
No.
Does she believe in dinosaurs?
Just like
people.
She said January 6th with Antifa. Now, those innocent people in prison for January 6th. Yes.
And there's one very clear science she believes in, and that is hairdressing science, because she loves her hair dye. That is all. McCarthy.
So when I was in high school, when the pledge was done or whatever, our teacher didn't really give us a hard time about like standing for it or whatever. If we were quiet and respectful, like no one cared. I think I sat most of the time and tried to finish up my homework because I was a delinquent and didn't do it. Just gonna be real honest about it. But I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't do anything to bother anyone. I didn't harass anyone who stood and did the pledge. I sang the national anthem at a lot of sports events. I have a lot of vets in my family.
Of course you did.
I'm a diva, okay? Get over it. But anyways.
Righto, Roseanne.
So, what I wanted to bring up was Colin Kaepernick is a really sore spot for a lot of people because he started a movement. and people said it was disrespectful and that he lost his career over it because he was protesting systemic racism. And people said he deserved it and that what he was doing was the wrong place at the wrong time. But what people don't realize was that he consulted with a retired Green Beret actually on this, who said that instead of sitting on the bench during the national anthem, that he should take a knee as a sign of respect.
Well,
it's a sign of
Beret and Colin Kaepernick have been very public about that for the last 8 years or 5 years or however long it's been since he first took the knee. They both said that out loud, and it's buried under the noise of how dare he disrespected our troops, like not standing for the
national anthem.
What is the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag and one nation under God have anything to do with the troops?
I want to know what Steve thinks too.
Was added in the 50s. The original poem never said under God. It was added in the 50s because of the godless communists were taking over Europe. So we had to prove we were communists.
You want to know what I think? I think
do, and I want to put you on the screen.
You are free and entitled to believe whatever you want to believe, and act in a way that is accordingly to that belief. Is as long as it is not a violent or damaging thing to anyone else. The thing that I have an issue with is and as Vera just said, when people dress things up as disrespect for the troops and all that kind of thing, I think if someone is willing to or is willing to fight for your country so that you can have the life where you can be offended by any and every small little thing that you want, then you owe those people respect no matter what.
Well,
and it shouldn't be about an anthem or a pledge or anything like that. Yeah.
I can go off on this.
That's all I'm saying. Like I can't imagine going to war for a country. So the people that have done so and have lost lives or lost their children, their father, their family members that are permanently damaged, whether it be mentally, physically, whatever, they deserve your respect, whether you agree with the politics.
I'm ready to go.
Well, sure.
Whether they deserve your politics or not.
If we're doing a poem to the vets, sure, but this is an allegiance to a flag.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying here, and I'm just
regardless of that. All right, hold on. Wait. She's going. Ven, hold on. Whoa.
These
bullshit
fucking arguments are just smokescreens. The party that says they're disrespecting our vets and the people that lived and died for our country. You want to know what's really going to respect our vets? Is making sure they have fucking health care. Is making sure that all of their mental health care is paid for when they come back to this country broken, emotionally and physically. You know what's respecting our vets? Trying to find ways so they don't have to go to war and die and lose their limbs and lose their minds. You know what's respecting our vets? Making sure that they are safe here in this country, and not making sure they have job programs, making sure they have health care, making sure they have safety equipment. When the Iraq War broke out, everybody was buying bulletproof vests because the United States had 50,000 unused tanks and not enough bulletproof vests for our troops. This is the problem. It's all lip service. You say that you respect the flag, but then you take the American flag and put a Trump flag above it, or put the American flag with a Rambo'd out AR-15 Trump on it. You take the American flag and you put a big fucking Q in it. Don't you dare talk to me about respect when you have mutilated this flag and mutilated what it stands for, and the only thing you know is in the Constitution is your right to bear arms. You don't understand what the Constitution tells us. You are fucking idiots. You have made irrational, illogical leaps and you just spew words. They don't mean anything to you. You can't tell me that when you take the American flag and turn it totally black with one blue line, that you're defending the police. because you're not defending the police who went down to Mar-a-Lago to get all those top secret documents from your demigod. You can't tell me that you support vets when you are against veterans programming. You can't tell me that you're pro-life when you won't fund preschool, when you are constantly defunding education. Public school education is more under attack than anything in this country because an ignorant populace votes against their own self-interest and votes for maggots like fucking Trump. So don't tell me what we're respecting and what we're not respecting. You don't know.
That's the gold right there, baby.
Jeez.
That's the gold.
We got a Vera's for a barbecue because that bitch cooking tonight.
I love it when Vera fires up.
Bitch, and that was unplanned? God damn, sister.
That was passion.
Don't plan them.
That was more on fire than Anne Heche.
I saw a window and I'm like, I'm gonna stoke Vera up. I can smell it.
I was ready to go.
I stoked her up and she was ready to go.
Great on TikTok.
It's gonna be great. That's gonna be hitting TikTok. So make sure you follow. We are way out of time. We're over time. We always get this part of the show. But
it's because we're all together and we all love to chat.
Exciting times.
Warm
exciting times, kids. In less than a month now. In less than a month, Hocus-pocus 2 is coming out. So expect very, very soon an assigned seating on Hocus-pocus.
And I will dress up as Sarah Sanderson for it. Again.
I think it's going to be a very full house. We got lots coming your way, some stuff in the pipeline, so stay with us. Stick around for whatever's coming up next week. It could be anything. That's all I'm going to say. It could be anything. We don't know sometimes, but we know that we will be back next week, ready to torment your faces. We love you all. Stay uncensored. Bye now. Any second now, titles.
It's hard.
Title. And hey. Honestly, I really can't believe what you did though. Like, why would you get behind the wheel of the car?
I'm still king of the buttons.